Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards of pop. They are gashing this defense.
Now improvising. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's a nice job by the tight end. They're just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion to get the first down.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Man, these slant routes, it's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it and keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. But he's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He's getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Off play action. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that move.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing 13. Back to pass, it's Huffman. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
By Auburn.
That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Handoff to the lone back. Plows through the defense. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets it to the back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Huffman. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them broke. Much more really good execution by this offense.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll give it on the counter. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Feeling some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is perfect.
That makes the score Auburn 6.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
Those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Breaks the tackle.
Running back.
Solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. Finds a man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They keep attacking through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Commodores are flying down the field. He's going to pass, using his legs to buy some time. A strike downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Commodores are threatening in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Huffman. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Commodores are in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Huffman. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The snap sets up to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Auburn, 6.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Van.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Power football with the run. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. The quick out. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pulls it in. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They're trying to get to him. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They move the tight end all over. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive... Down. The give from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Huffman. Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
By Auburn.
He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Auburn lines up quickly. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
The pass is incomplete. It's 2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. You make up the game. A lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games present themselves how